Hello again, everybody, and this is Justin Pontarelli, and I'm back doing some Interstellar Pilot again. This time we're going to be basically fielding a question. Well, not really a question, it was like an implied question. I think a newer player had a concern about how to make credits, especially starting off in the game. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give some advice, try to answer that question, which was about how to earn credits. Okay, and I've answered that question before, but that's okay because I'm bored. I have a cold, starting to get over the cold. Which reminds me, if I pause and you don't hear me talking, and you hear something but you're not sure what it is, it's probably me clearing my throat or blowing my nose. Okay. I do have some iced tea with me though, so that should help. I just ate, so yeah. So I'm feeling okay right now. Anyway, let's get started. So when you're starting off, obviously go to new game. Okay. I would recommend that most people go ahead and click on either universe or custom universe. The scenarios, obviously battles and skirmishes, that's kind of like extra stuff that you can do for fun. When you're starting off though, as a beginner, go here, universe, and pick either one of these. I started off playing Uncharted Space when I was new at this game, so let's stick with that. And I think the person in question had mentioned that they were using the veteran start. Okay, as far as the game type, they picked veteran, which could be part of the problem. Why they're not making so much? Why they're having a hard time making money? Okay, or credits. Okay. Sorry, guys, had to blow my nose. Like I said, I'm not going to give any warning when it happens. I'll just do it. So you'll hear me pause, and then I'll do what I got to do. Okay. Time for some tea too. Nice and hot. Okay, so if you're a beginner, I don't recommend playing as the veteran, because if you know anything about this game, you'll realize that the Raptor is one of the worst ships in the game. And even though you start with 3,000 credits, which seems like an okay amount, especially if you compare it to like the Citizen or the Scavenger or even the Newcomer. Okay, so if you check towards the bottom of the screen, it tells you exactly what you start with. It tells you the ship type and the credits. In this case, the Ranger and 1,500 credits. Now, but check out these starts. The Enforcer starts you off with a Flyer A class ship, and it tells you 10,000 credits. It even describes the ship and the game type for you. Enforcer, it says you own a fairly capable fighter. Use this to take on pirates and raiders. Now that's just a suggestion, okay? As far as pirates and raiders, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can do other things with it. But yes, it is a fighter ship. So you're probably going to end up fighting pirates and raiders and stuff, so okay. And it's not like it has a nice cargo bay, so you can't exactly go around buying and selling cargo. Okay. On the other hand, you have the Hornet. Okay. Now you don't have 3,000 credits. You only have 2,000, okay? But you start off as kind of like a pirate person, okay? To be fair, you can use this thing to rob merchant ships, although it's kind of hard if you're starting off as a beginner, so I don't recommend it, but it is a much better ship than the Raptor. Okay, so first of all, check these out, right? This flat out says, you've held onto your aging ship far too long. Can it survive one more battle? I mean, literally that should tell you how difficult this will be to start off with this thing, okay? This thing is small, it's very lightly armed, and even though you have 3,000 credits, it's not a lot. So here's what I recommend for beginners. Pick either the Enforcer, the Plunderer, the Merchant, or the Miner. Okay. When I played this for the first time, I picked the Merchant. You're getting a nice, expensive trading vessel and 10,000 credits. So let's say you immediately decide, buying and selling is not for me. I don't like it. I could literally go ahead, trade this thing off, and probably get an Enforcer or a Plunderer, okay? And so, that's not too bad, right? Or, worst case scenario, just start a new game, pick the Enforcer, right? Now, granted, starting off as a merchant or the miner is not exactly exciting. It's kind of boring, very, very repetitive. So, but for the sake of demonstrating the various things we can do to make money when you're starting off, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Enforcer. Because like I said, if you're having trouble making credits and you've just started playing the game, I don't recommend the Veteran. Now, I did finally play the Veteran beginning myself, and I did pretty well. But that's because I literally was, at that point, you could argue, a veteran of the game, and I knew what I was doing. Although it does take longer to get going as a veteran, as opposed to, say, the Enforcer. And we're not going to be going over these beginnings because you have to unlock them first by paying for these, literally paying for these. But these are well worth the money, okay? Especially the Fleet Commander and the Refinery Owner, okay? But I'll pick the Enforcer because this ship can literally do everything that the Veteran can do, except the Enforcer can do it all better. It's got more weaponry, a better, larger cargo hold, okay? So it can do basically everything that every ship can do, okay? It's just not specialized for any one thing. Now, in terms of carrying passengers, you're not going to be able to do that, though. Anyway, so let's get going, though. Enforcer. Start. Play. About time, right? 9 minutes in and we've just clicked play. That's crazy. Starting off in Utopia. At the military base, it looks like. Yep, military base. So let's see. Right off the bat, don't be afraid to look around. Click on log. Click on sector map. And yeah, this is the classic Utopia sector. This is the base of the TEF, otherwise known as the Terran Expeditionary Force. Okay. These guys and Lambda are basically like the good guys of the map, okay? They kind of sit here, they have a trading post, they can make money that way. They do get people that come and trade at their station, so they end up making quite a good deal of money. And they get attacked by bandits every once in a while, okay? First of all, let's, pop out of the base here, and let's look around. Now, go to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, click on those 3 bars, click on scanner, and look at all the options we have. You've got the stations that pop up. Right now they're in the middle of building another turret, actually 2 turrets, the 5 and the 3. The 5's got better range, and it's a bit more powerful than the 3, okay? Then they also have a vehicle plant, an arms factory, basically it makes little guns. The shipyard, self-explanatory, right? They have rations factories, and then their station. And not to mention the military outpost that we just ended up exiting, okay? If you look around, you see 1 patroller vessel, right? But I can assure you that there's a couple that are cloaked, which are much bigger. So don't let that fool you, okay? For right now, let's pop back into the outpost here. Now what I'm going to do, and you don't have to do this, but I'm going to start by equipping my ship with some different stuff. When you're in the military base, let me just show you what I did first. Click on Equipment, then click on Show Compatible, and then I'm going to start by upgrading my ship a little bit. Not too much though, I guess, but a little. Or maybe I shouldn't. I don't got a lot of money. Okay. Well, Yeah, I don't got a lot of money though. But that's okay. Good enough. Okay. I don't use mines. Let's get rid of the mines. Lancers are horrible. Let's get some more Achilles missiles. Good enough. Okay. Now, so when you're starting off, you're probably going to want to go to the job board. Let's do that. We're going to go to the job board. Now look around. Every station, with the exception of turrets, you can click on their job board, and they all have different jobs. Okay? All of them have different jobs. So this is not the job board for the TEF. This is just the job board for the military outpost of the TEF. So if I go to the trade station of the TEF, you'll see different jobs available. This is probably the first way that someone starting off in the game is going to make decent money. Some of them are very boring ways to make money, and some of them can be dangerous. Okay, obviously, if you're not very good at combat, you're not gonna want to go out immediately and start attacking enemy ships to make money. I could do it, but I'm trying to show you guys how a beginner might make money. So if you're expecting to see combat, don't hold your breath, okay? Okay. But we will eventually go over at least one combat mission. So for right now, we're going to do something very, very boring and very, very basic. You can do courier missions if you're very desperate for money. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do a courier mission. We're going to accept this. Now very simply, click pick up cargo. Now I have the cargo. And here's how you can tell. Click on cargo on my ship, and right there it tells me I have 5 EV1 androids. Okay. Undock. Then you'll notice the little white arrow with the bluish green star. Follow the arrow. Okay, you can manually pilot your ship. Okay. But let's say, for example, you really don't want to have to manually find your way through the mess of ships. Guess what? You can autopilot too. Let's go to log. Let's go to cargo prices. And we got lucky at this point because it just tells us it's right there. It was at a refinery. See the blue arrow? Or sorry, the blue star? Okay. That blue star's where we're going. Click on that. Click on toggle waypoint. First of all, how did you find that blue star? Let's do that first. Click on mission log. Click on this thing. And it tells you that you want to deliver the 5 androids to the refinery in the Halimus sector. And even tells you it's the DSMC refinery. Okay, DSMC being another faction. So, knowing that it's going to a refinery, you can click on cargo prices, and you want to click on a refinery. Refineries sell advanced alloys, so you click on. Let's say they also sell nanochips too. Okay, there you go. There's a refinery. We've already clicked on toggle waypoint. At that point, you can, again, like I said, you can manually pilot, but we're not going to do that. Again, we're going to click on the bars in the lower left-hand corner. Click on ship. Click on orders. Under navigation, we're going to click on dock at my waypoint. In the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you can see that that the autopilot's engaged. We're going to go to dock at the refinery. Now, the autopilot can be very, very annoying. I mean, the ship doesn't really fly itself very nicely. I don't really recommend it because it's a pain. But if you're a beginner to the game, it is a nice way to allow your ship to tell you where to go, to fly itself. In the meanwhile, you look around. Look around. Click on those bars. Click on scanner. Check out the ships in the area. Okay. The red ones are enemies. The green ones are allies. Basically, allies. The white ones are kind of neutral. But if you see a red one, be careful, they might attack you. Maybe. Especially check on your the stations. Look around. Again, any red stations? In this case, no. We're good, we're safe. No danger here, okay? Now, in terms of what your autopilot's going to do for you, let's check that first too. Let's click on ship. Let's click on orders. Let's go to fleet settings, which in this case will be the settings for this particular ship. So when the autopilot engages, this is what it's going to kind of do. So now under fleet settings, we want to go ahead and click on prefer to dock and cloak. That is, if we ever get a cloaking device, it'll cloak when it engages autopilot. One moment. Alright, I'm back. Swallowed something wrong, I'm sorry guys. That was just bad. Okay. So under the General tab, we've clicked on Prefer to Dock and Prefer to Cloak. So whenever it has the opportunity to, it's gonna dock with the station. And also, if it has a cloaking device, it'll cloak. That's good. You want it to do that. Under Stance, we don't want this thing to get into trouble. So let's take the little check mark off of Attack Hostiles. We don't want this thing flying off and getting us into a fight. You can leave Intercept Hostiles selected, that's fine, okay? And if we do get into a fight, I can show you how to get out of it, and also hopefully how to win the fight too, okay? And home base, let's go ahead and pick a home base. We've already been to Gotopia, so let's select the military outpost in Gotopia. You're all set. For right now, we're not going to worry about max jump distance. So let's leave that alone. Okay. Let's restart the game. Yeah, in case you didn't know, you can pause the game. The pause button is in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Now we still have the autopilot taking us to where we want to go, so let's just enjoy the ride. Again, and I recommend this in every single sector. Click on the 3 bars in the lower left-hand corner. Click on Scanner. Scan for enemy stations and enemy ships. The orange ones are... they don't like you, but they're not going to attack you. They're not at war with you yet. In this case, there's no pirates or bandits in sight. Other than those Fortuna vessels, we're fine. Okay, we're nice and safe here. You can check for cargo if you want to. Get familiar with the wormholes in every area. Okay. This area's going to have rocks in it. They're not a big deal. Don't worry about the rocks. Okay. And here we are. You know, we're at the station that we want to go to. Okay. So that's great. And all you got to do in this case is simply click on Complete Mission. And we've got money. Now, while we're here, let's go back to the job board. Now, this one simply wants us to go and destroy vessels. I don't want to do that, so let's get out of there. Let's undock. And since we don't yet want to start a fight with anyone, and if you're a beginner, I don't recommend starting any fights and going to war unless you have to. And typically, if you start attacking ships, you're going to end up starting a fight or a war. So if you're a beginner, we're not going to do that. So as far as those guys are concerned, we're going to leave him alone and let the other guys take care of it. Okay? He's not going to attack us, so don't worry about it. He's being taken care of. Alright. Now you might notice that messages pop up occasionally. To read those, you click on Log. Click on Messages, obviously, and in this case we don't have any, but if we did, we could read the messages. Now, at this point, I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to fly back to the Utopia sector, okay? Okay, so we are back in the Utopia sector, basically inhabited by the TEF. We're going to go back to the military base and see what they have for me in terms of missions. Now you will notice that we have 3 messages. I'm going to read those in just a little time here. Okay. I'm no longer on autopilot, so I can fly like I want to now. Let's dock. Okay. Let's go back to job board. Now at this point we can do a ship recovery. And I want to demonstrate one of every mission, basically, on the job boards. I'm also going to hopefully try to show you guys other ways to make money as well. Okay. So this is going to be a long video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a ship recovery. These are all in the... Oh, perfect. One of our ships is broken down in the Utopia sector. It's a Magnus X. We're gonna go get it. Okay. This could be hard if there's any enemy vessels in the area, or it could be super easy. In my opinion, these missions are annoying. I hate them, but as you can see, it can be okay money. And if no one's out there to attack you, it could be really simple, but really annoying and boring. Let's take the mission. Accept. And notice we have a green arrow with a bluish green star. Just like before, follow the arrow. And let's go to log, mission log. Click on that thing. And it tells you, the steps to complete the mission. Fly to the ship and return it to the military outpost in Utopia. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, let's do this first, though. Let's check out the messages. All these right now are distress calls. So, if you're new to the game, you might wonder, you might be thinking to yourself, do I have to answer every single distress call? And the answer is no. You do not have to answer any distress call if you don't want to. Okay? In fact, I really never do. Why? Because it's not like these people give you cash for answering the distress call. There's no money to be made in it. The only real reason why you'd want to maybe answer a distress call is to get into a fight and to make allies. Okay. Do I need to make allies with the random hauler? No, I don't. I really don't. It would also be an interesting way to explore the galaxy or explore the universe that you're in. So if I wanted to find out where the Dimapa sector was, I could find it. This would be a nice free way to find that area. But at the same time, it's also an opportunity to get into a fight and to die, so let's not do that. Okay? Now maybe by the time you get there, the target ship is destroyed anyway, and there's nothing left of them except for scrap. Now that might be the only reason to go off and find this ship to collect its scrap. Okay? But I'm not interested in collecting scrap. At least not right now. So let's get rid of that too. So consider that a pro tip. Ignore those. We don't have to answer them. There's no reason to. Okay? Except for maybe trying to make an ally. It's just pointless. Okay? So anyway, there's the allied ship. So bringing these guys back to their base it's pretty simple. Okay? So there you go. Objective complete. Find the broken down ship. At this point, tractor beam it. You've got it clicked on. Click your tractor beam. Lower right hand corner. Step 2. Follow the other green arrow with the bluish green star. So ramp up the speed. Not too fast though, because you might lose the ship. Notice at the top right-hand corner, you have your target, which is Clara of the TEF. You've got the ship class, it's a Magnus. You've got the distance to the ship, which is 123, whatever that happens to be. Distance, I guess, whatever. Let's try to go a little bit faster, though. Yeah, so one of the problems here is that it's not going very fast. So typically how these missions work is the more money you're making, the longer it's going to take you to bring this ship all the way back home. Okay. So this could be a while. But instead of making you guys wait the entire length of time that it's going to take me to get this thing back home, I'm simply going to pause the recording, and then we'll meet back up once I'm back at the base. Okay? And that green star, that's where we're going to go. Okay, it looks like we're back and recording. That's great. As you can see, we're quite a bit closer to the station than we were before. Lots closer. So yeah, it's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Not my favorite missions to do. Okay. And a quick pro tip: you can actually push the target faster than you can pull it. Okay. But I'm not going to demonstrate that right now because I think I've done it in other videos before. And just use the tractor beam. You'll figure out how to push a ship later. It's not too hard. But if you're new to the game, just pull it with the tractor beam. Not a big deal. It takes some time, but this is the right way to do it. So do it this way. And any time now with these missions, the computer completes it for you as long as you're close enough to the base. Okay? Anytime now, the computer should probably take over and say, okay, and they'll take their prize back, and you get your money. Okay. Don't know if you guys seen that, but it says objective complete. And that's it. And just like that, a gigantic ship just kind of disappears into thin air. Okay. That's okay, we've got our ship. Let's dock. Go to job board. Now we've done a courier mission. We've done a ship recovery. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to yet demonstrate a combat mission because it's not necessary. We're not quite there yet either, so. Let's go back to, let's go to the station. Okay, the trade station. Dock with that thing instead. Let's click on job board. Okay, let's see. There's the, we've done a courier. We've done a return a ship thing. Delivery is a bit different because you need money for that. Okay, I'm not going to demonstrate that right now. Let's see. Okay. Let's get out of here. Nothing in here right now to do anyway. going to see if there's any other mission types that I can pick to demonstrate. But hopefully you're getting the idea, okay? So, when you're starting off, go up to any friendly station, dock at it, and hit job board. Just that's it. That's all you gotta do, okay? Yes, we've done a courier mission. We have done a ship recovery. So it looks like all that's left would be a destroy and a deliver. Deliver a ship and destroy ships. Let's click on log, factions, opinion, and then show minor factions. Okay, we're already at war with Lynx, Phoenix, and Prophet. So let's see if we can find a Lynx ship to destroy. And yeah, we can do that. Okay. Let's take the mission. Destroy Lynx ship. It tells you on the right-hand side panel, it tells you what ships you'll be facing off against and where they are. In this case, it says head to Utopia, so it's in the same sector, which it's always going to be, I believe. And then it tells you how many ships there are. In this case, a Flyer X, and there's one Flyer X. Take the mission. But first, let's get some equipment. Sometimes you have to spend money to make money, right? Let's go to the military base. M Outpost. Okay? That's what that is. It's a military base. Military bases have the best stuff. Go there. Dock. Go to equipment. Click on show compatible only. Let's get this puppy some equipment, shall we? Now it's already got a launcher. It's got 2 lasers. Let's equip the shields. Or not. Let's upgrade that. So let's see here. We can at least upgrade that a little ways. Or maybe we can do the engines. I don't know which one we want to do. It's expensive. Yeah, let's get missiles first, I think. Let's go to trade. Let's get rid of those. Let's get some of these. Let's get some more of these. Let's go to equipment. Go back to shield, go back to show compatible. And we'll get this too. Okay. That's a bit better. Let's undock. And you'll notice the arrow is red. That's because the target is an unfriendly target. Okay, it's an enemy target. Red arrow, red means bad guy, unfriendly. Not your friend. Meaning we're going to be flying off to someone who's going to try to kill us. And the green arrow is, the greenish star means that's our mission. So the arrow points out the direction of the mission. And later on we're going to be going over what to do with an abandoned ship. Okay? Those are fun. Those are awesome. Those are basically like beginner's gold. Okay? Even right now as an experienced player, anytime there's an abandoned ship, especially if you're starting off, go and pick it up. Just a quick thing in case you want to know what you're facing first. Once they're on the screen like this, click on the lower left-hand corner, the 3 bars. Click on Target, Scan. As you can see, you have, or this thing has some mines, some missiles, ECM. In case you don't know, ECMs are there to deflect missile attacks. Okay, so you can deflect up to 5 missiles. Components. He's got some basic guns, a missile launcher, a mine launcher, and that's about it. And he can cloak too. Good for him. Okay. The plasma turret's the only thing that's going to really bother me. So, in that case, let's not go straight in. We're going to want to kind of go at an angle. Otherwise, if we go straight in, we're going to take some damage to our front shield. And I don't want to do that. Now, at a certain point, too, he will come to you as well. Okay, notice how he starts moving. Okay, it says targeted by now he's moving in. Oh, he cloaked. Oh, tricky, tricky, tricky. Not a big deal. He'll reappear. Hear those beeps? Before they get too close or too fast, click on those, click on your weapons. Launch off missiles. Don't be afraid to do it. We got plenty of them. They're cheap. Turn around. Shoot him. You notice, though, if you're not too fast with missiles, he will eventually, yeah, anyway, that's okay. Well, anyway, that's okay. We did fine. Now, as far as picking up scrap, in this case, that's also a nice way to make a little bit of money. It's not a lot of money, but every bit counts. We're already at war with these guys, so I'm going to pick up their stuff. Or at least some of it. You know, I don't want to bother with these other things, though. Let's see. I'll just leave the other stuff alone. The one problem is that when you're starting off, you don't want a bounty on your head. Which I already have. Real quick, let's show you how to get rid of a bounty, shall we? Right there, see at the bottom of the screen here? Click on your name. It'll tell you where the bounty is, where you're wanted by. I'm wanted by links. Let's go to factions. Opinion. Show minor factions. Click on links. Click on comms. Diplomacy. Pay off bounty. Okay. Now, typically I wouldn't bother doing that because... well, because I don't care if they want to hunt me down. Okay, and you will eventually face bounty hunters that will try to kill you to collect the bounty on your head. I'm not too worried about it, though. But if you're starting off as a beginner, just, if you have to, pay off the bounties because you might not be prepared to fight off bounty hunters. Just my opinion, though. But that's how you do it, though. That's how you pay off a bounty. In this case, it wasn't very expensive, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so let's go back to here. Now, if you plan on making money by destroying ships, then definitely keep your ship well stocked. Yeah, so anyway, just click repair. If you got to repair anything, the buttons will be lit up. Shield recharge. They do recharge by themselves, but I don't want to wait, so there you go. Click on trade if you want to get more missiles and stuff. In this case, I'll just pick up 2 more of these, I guess. Click on job board. Nothing here has really changed. There's another Magnus to collect, but we've already demonstrated that. We've already demonstrated how to destroy something. So that's not a big deal. Real quickly, let's demonstrate how to get passengers. You would click on passengers. And if you had a passenger module, you could pick someone up. In this case, we might not be able to do that. Yeah, on fighter ships, you can't get passengers. So we'll demonstrate that later, though, okay? In this case, let's go ahead and click on this thing here. Abandoning ship in the Treco sector. Click on that. Click on target, subject. And the waypoint is set. Okay. Notice we have a white arrow in this case with a pink star. Follow the arrow and the star. That's all I'm going to say, guys. Abandoned ships, like I said, are basically a gold mine. It's basically free money if you don't get shot and killed. At this point, we're doing fine. We've got a decent ship that's well equipped. We're making money. And right now we're tracking down a ship that's gonna basically give us more money. And we also want to kind of go over... we also kind of want to review how to make money with the merchant start by trading, buying and selling goods, and also how to work as a miner and to, you know, sell the stuff that you harvest out of the rocks. So like I said, we still have more time before I end the video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And I always recommend in every area you enter into, every sector that you enter into, click on the menu in the lower left-hand corner, click on scanner, look around, check the ships. Okay, if there's any red labeled vessels, you want to be careful because that's an enemy. Look for enemy bases. If you run into an enemy laser turret, you can be in trouble very, very quickly. Okay? Very quickly. Now I forgot if the enemy or the it's over here, okay. We got a ways to go. Anyway, now you could also have set the autopilot. And just to review, I'll show you how to do it right now as well. We'll see the red arrows. That means we got an enemy ship on our tail, or at least near us anyway. Looks like they're already fighting someone. And our target's back there anyway. We gotta turn around. hate to do this, but whoa, 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 leave me alone. Oh, okay. Yeah. We had to get rid of them. They're on our way. So let's see. We'll pick up a Lancer missile. We'll pick up some ECM, I guess. Okay. There's our target. Let's go. This guy's a scavenger. He's going to go and picking up all the stuff here. Okay, sorry about my nose. I really don't like having it all stuffy like that. This has been a very, very bad cold. And having epilepsy with the cold does not help. So it turns my mind into mush. And here we are. So, what you want to do is this. Basically, you want to be able to take your ship to a nearby base to sell it. And I don't remember if you can sell it at a refinery. So, Anyway, here's the process. Point at your target. Click on the bars in the lower left-hand corner. Click on target. Click on claim. Pause the game. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Now this gets a little complicated. Click on log. Click on properties. Click on this guy. Click on orders. Under fleet settings, click on prefer to dock and cloak. And under stance, click on or deselect both attack hostiles and intercept hostiles. He's not in any condition to fight, so we're not going to make him fight at all. And these orders apply only to him right now. Click on fleet settings again. And under navigation, let's click on dock at... Okay. I guess let's pick Utopia Station, I guess. Now here's the problem. He might not get to his destination, so we're gonna have to follow him. Oh boy. Shoot. Yeah. Okay, well... yeah, that's not good. Oh, no. Okay, that's great. We're getting out of here. And that's the risk here, guys. The risk is that you're going to lose your target. Or you're going to lose your new ship. And if you get targeted by bandits or enemies, you could die too. So let's hope they're not following us. Let's just follow him and, hope he's not going to get into any trouble. Sometimes it's better just to leave them alone and not follow them, because typically the enemy wants to go after you specifically. Not your stuff, but you specifically. Which means if I'm not near him, they might leave him alone. But we really can't take that chance. So basically, we're gonna have to follow him. That's it. Wait. Let's go to log, properties, orders, make him stop. Check it out. This is a shipyard. Click on him. Click on target, toggle waypoint. You can sell stuff at shipyards. Go to log, properties, click on him, orders. Under navigation, dock at my waypoint. Watch this. Watch him. In he goes. Let's hop in there too. Dock. This is simple now, okay? Exit ship. Docking bay. Click on him. Enter ship. Alternatively, you can do this. Log. Properties. Enter. Property. Because we're, that's what you'll do. Okay. Now, this guy's in rough shape. Okay, really rough shape. If you wanted to repair him, okay, basically we cannot afford the repairs. At first, when you're starting off, you don't keep these things. Okay, you just don't keep them. We're doing this to make money, not to spend money. So let's go ahead and sell the ship. And despite how much damage this thing has taken, this thing is still worth 40,000 credits to the right buyer. Sell it. Money in the bank. That's it. Log, properties, enter, repair. Oh, we're good. Undock. And we've got bandits. Let's see. I really don't want to get into a battle right now. I really, really don't. Oh boy. We got a bounty on our heads. But just so we have something to watch and do, I guess we can quickly help out, I guess. Not a big deal. But again, in case you're wondering, helping out in battle, there's no money in it, honestly. There's really not. Okay? Okay, that's fine. Alright. So let's see, we've done courier missions, we've destroyed ships to make money, we've retrieved a ship, and we've picked up an abandoned vessel and returned it to base for money. We've only done like 3, 4, 5 missions or whatever, and we've already made a bunch of money. Okay. Let's do this now. Just for fun, let's go ahead and save this file. Menu, save. Yeah, okay. Load game. Or actually, let's do this. Quit game. So there's basically 3 more things I want to show you guys. Okay. We're going to go to new game, I guess. Let's go to universe again. Same file, uncharted space. We want to go over and review the merchant beginning, the miner beginning, and I also want to show you guys how to make money by being a taxi. Click on merchant. Let's play. Start very, very nasally. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Basically, as a merchant, you play much differently. Okay. Now, although you can still hop into the base, and yes, you're still in Gotopia, and you can still go to the job board. You can still do things like, you know, destroy a ship, deliver a ship, which I'll show you again later too. You can be a courier. You can retrieve a broken down ship. You can do all the same stuff. Except the hauler is basically set up to be more of a well, it's set up to be a trading vessel. Although, to be very fair, this thing can actually fight if you know what you're doing with it. So it's not helpless. So don't think for a second that this thing can't fight, because it can. In fact, let me quickly demonstrate that too, okay? Let's go to the military outpost. And I'm just going to quickly show you guys what this thing's capable of, okay? Although the weapons do point in funny directions, it is capable of fighting. Let's go to equipment. Show compatible. Let's go to shield. Now notice, the shielding on this thing can get quite big. Okay, it can have shield 650 on it too. Most of the fighter ships, I believe, stop at 300. Now, just like the ship I was just using, this thing has 4 weapons hardpoints. Okay, it even has a turret on it, a missile turret. Now, the only problem with this thing is it's very slow. Okay? The other ship I was using could get faster than this thing can get. Okay? So, you don't want to be fighting with something that's slow. That's just my opinion, though. Especially if it's not very heavily armed. Okay, the flyers can go relatively fast, and they're very well armed for their size. This thing can actually fight. It actually can fight. It's got missiles. Okay, it can do everything, but it's slow. Anyway, So here's how you make money with this thing. Go to log. Go to cargo prices. And look for something to buy. In this case, we haven't explored a lot. So we're probably going to have to... Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. It's going to make us explore first. Let's go inside here first. Go to trade. So it looks like he'll take jewelry, sleep pods, impulse, which we can't find, metapacks, Pendulin ale, purified water. Yeah, I forgot that this thing doesn't take a lot of stuff. In sandbox mode, trade stations can take basically everything. Okay, so let's go back to trade. We can find jewelry, but it's on the other side of the map. We can try finding other stuff, I guess. I guess we're going out of the sector system. You know what, though? Not without weapons. So this white stuff. Oh, jewelry. Perfect. Let's go get it. That's just like sitting there. Okay. Perfect. That'll work. That's great. And quick before our scavenger gets it too. That's perfect. Love it. It's great. It's really not going to help us for demonstration purposes, but at least you'll get the idea. Ooh. Look at that. Bring in the rings. Okay. So the basic idea is this. Okay. You go to log. You go to cargo prices. And typically, you know, where it says seller, you'd want to find something to buy. So you go there, you click on toggle waypoint, click on move to. Okay. In this case, it's going to take us to the... oh boy. The vehicle plant, right? Now, for the sake of argument, we're going to pretend that we're going to be going to get jewelry instead. Speaking of jewelry... Yeah, that should be fine. So we're going to pretend that we're going to be buying jewelry. Let's pretend, okay? I'm going to take you through all the motions and all the steps of the process, but in reality, it's... Well, you'll see. Okay. But yeah, so this is all about buy low, sell high, right? That's all it is. So here we are. Go to trade. Click on hover bikes. Now, first things first, if you want to just buy the maximum amount, click on buy. But we're not going to do that. Just click on this. In this case, we're going to select quantity, do the plus button, and then literally you click on buy. Just all you do. On the right hand side, under select ship quantity, click on buy. Now in this case, we're going to pretend we did that. But instead of buying hover bikes, we're going to pretend that we bought jewelry. Okay? So we just got done buying jewelry. Now we do this. Go to cargo prices. Pick jewelry. Click on buyer. Click on toggle. Move to. Click on the bars in the lower left-hand corner. Ship. Orders. Fleet settings. Dock. Cloak. Under stance. Deselect that. Get to the location. Click on trade. Click on sell. Sell your jewelry. Sell all your jewelry. In this case, we're going to keep the missiles and stuff for right now. And that's really all there is to it. Okay? That's it. Now, in reality, we'd want to go out and probably explore, because the more you explore, the more buying and selling options you're going to have. You can't buy something if you don't know where to buy it, and you can't sell something if you don't know where to sell it. Okay? So, being a merchant, you really have to go out and explore. Simple as that. Okay? You have to go out and explore. Which means, see that wormhole? Leave the sector. Honestly. Okay? Leave the sector. Go exploring. If you have to, click on any ship that you find. Click on the little communications icon on it's near the speed bar. Click on it. Click on Intel. Click on Buy Intel. Okay, that's it. Just click anything that's lit up and buy the information. Click on OK. Click on OK again. If you want to pay the price that is. Intel can be pretty expensive, so. But beyond that, you have to explore. That's all there is to it. Okay. So initially, as a merchant, you have to take a little bit of risk by exploring. Okay, that's all there is to it. But eventually, I've already led you through the process. Essentially, you just click on log, click on cargo prices, and find someone who's selling something, and make sure there's a buyer. Okay? And let me demonstrate that again really quickly, okay? So we've already did a dry run. Let's see here. Cargo prices. Okay. I know where to go, I think. So I'm going to pause the recording real quick. I'll be back. Okay. What we need to do... Yeah, that's not going to help. Okay, we're in Androla, right? Let's talk to these guys. Buy intel. Perfect. Okay, click OK. Pay the money. There we go. We're going to go to that place right there. Perfect. Okay. And that place should have a refinery in it. Ooh, perfect. That even better. We'll just go here. Gonna look real quick first. Now go to log, cargo prices, and now perfect. Okay. Here's what you do. Notice now we have a product where we know there's a seller and a buyer. Click on that. Click on toggle waypoint, order move to. And this is one of the most basic ways in the game to make money. This is how I started the game, by being a merchant. Very boring, but I made money. And eventually you can buy more ships too. Click on trade. Buy jewelry, buy all of it. Buy everything you can afford. Go back, click on cargo prices. Click on jewelry. Click on buyer. Toggle waypoint. Now we could click on move to, but we're not going to in this case. We're going to do some manual piloting. Ugh. Get out of there, undock. Follow the arrow. Follow the arrow with the purplish, pinkish star. And as simple as this, guys, dodge pirates. If you have to put up a fight, fine, put up a fight. But really, just dodge the pirates, because you could find yourself outnumbered and outgunned pretty quickly, and then dead. That's no good. I'm going to pause the recording, and once I'm at the station, I'll be back, okay? Alright, here's our station. Let's pop in. Let's go to trade. Sell all the jewelry. Okay, and check it out, guys. Let's go to log. Let's go to transactions. So basically, before we bought the jewelry, we had approximately 15,000 plus credits. Okay? We bought the stuff and then we had only 458. Now, we sold the stuff and we earned 19,184 credits, meaning we went up approximately, like, what, 4,000? That's pretty good. Now I want to show you guys how to make a taxi service too. Let's do a taxi service real quick. Let's undock. And I already have a purple star to follow, or a pinkish star, because there's an abandoned ship out there. So I'm going to pause it again. I'm going to show you guys the ship, and I'm going to sell it. And then probably sell this thing too and make a taxi service out of it. Alright. I'll be back. Here we are. And one more time, let's do this in order, okay? First of all, you really want to find a place for this thing to be returned to. In this case, we're gonna be selecting the station. Click on that. Click on target. Click on toggle waypoint. So there's our waypoint. We have a waypoint. Click on this thing here. Click on our target. Click on the bars. Click on target. Then claim. Now it's ours. Go to log. Property. Click on the ship. Click on orders. Go to fleet settings. Prefer to dock and cloak. And then stance. Let's get rid of both of these. And then let's go to fleet settings, which takes us back to this screen, and then let's click on dock at waypoint. There you go. Thankfully, it's a cloaking ship, which makes this a lot easier. Then follow it. But since it's cloaked, it's not going to be in any danger at all. So this is basically free money right here. And even in its damaged state, Hornets are very fast. It's already way ahead of me too. So it's going to get there and dock before I do. So I'll go ahead and do this for myself. Ship, orders, settings, stance. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Ship, orders, dock at my waypoint. Let's go to log, properties. Let's enter into this thing here. Let's click on sell. Accept the offer. Alright, let's go to log. Let's go to properties. Enter into this thing here. And again, I want to demonstrate how to start a taxi service too before I end the video. And maybe then maybe one or two other methods on how to make money as well. Let's go to sell ship. Now you wouldn't want to do this in a real file. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Because we'll need the money, that's why. So sell the ship. Click on sell. Click on buy. And we're going to be buying a Pioneer P. Buy and enter. Let's undock. Let's look for that military base. There it is. Let's hop over there. Now the Pioneers are pretty fun. They're not exactly warships, but they're pretty fast, and they can haul passengers too. Let's go to equipment. Let's make sure we have a passenger module. And buy that. Let's make sure we have a really nice engine as well. Perfect. A cloaking device because it'll make things free, basically. Let's do some turrets. Get the left, the right. Yeah. Left, right. Maybe a missile launcher, I guess. Small launcher. I'm gonna sell that. Yeah, that's good. Trade. I don't want those. I don't really... Actually, let's go back to equipment. Yeah, we can't buy that yet. That's fine. Right. Now go to passengers. Now, real simple. Let's pick up some passengers. Click on them. Click on pick up. And I did that the wrong way though. Let's see here. Oh, that's perfect. It already gave me the waypoint. That's great. Let's go here. Now, most stations have passengers except for, I think, the repair shops. Drop-offs are automatic. We just got the money. Again, let's do that again, okay? Passengers. Let's go back to a shipyard. Click on toggle. Pick up. Notice how it says on board. We can get him too. They're at the same place. Click on pick up. Undock. Follow that arrow star thing. Now it's not the it's not a fun way to make money. Let's be fair and honest. But it's safe. Especially because we can do this too. Watch this. We can cloak. Once you can cloak, you can basically do this very safely. You can fly around with your passengers, cloaked, and you won't get shot at. That's pretty nice, right? So let's see, we've been a courier, okay? We've done buying and selling, trading. We've been a merchant. We've been a taxi. We've attacked ships for money. We've picked up abandoned vessels and, sold them for money. We haven't bought and sold ships yet. Or, yeah, alright, anyway, whatever. Let's go to menu. Let's go ahead and quit. Yep. Let's go be a miner real quick. New game. Universe. Next. Miner. Okay, this is really simple, really easy. But really boring. Here we are in the phlegm sector. That's it. Okay. Now, to demonstrate what to do, I'll show you manually first. See all those blue rocks? We want to find a blue rock to shoot at. Click on the 3 bars in the lower left-hand corner. Click scanner. Click the rock. Click the nearest asteroid. Because some of these are just for show. Okay, like I can't shoot at these ones to my right. Because some of these are just graphics on the screen. Okay. This one, for example, is not a graphic, it's actually there. And essentially what you're going to be doing is you'll be taking your mining beam, you're going to shoot the rock, and tractor anything that pops off of it. So just shoot it. You kind of want to be at range like 150, I think it is. The computer's really much better at it than I am. Oops. Yeah, well, anyway. I'll try to show you manually first. Perfect, there, I got it. Collect the ice. There we go. Now, click on ship, click on cargo, and you'll see as far as cargo usage is concerned, on the bottom or at the bottom part of the screen here, where it says cargo usage, we've got a long ways to go. Okay. Well, we're not going to wait to fill it all up. Let's just demonstrate this and get it over with real quick. Scan around here. Click on the refinery. Let's go over there. Yeah, so the refineries take ice, and they also take the other type of ores as well. But these asteroids will give you ice. You make more money, though, with the other type of asteroids. Okay, but that's... we're not there yet, so... so let's do this first. First manually. And manually, in my opinion, is not a good idea. It's just... I really hate it. I hate mining.